you doing to crack him?
Like, what would it take to crack Gabe? What do you think?
Nerfing Sand King. Very easy.
There we go.
Easily cracked.
Well, the only person who can do that's Ice Frog, and we're trying to get Ice Frog's location from him, so...
But he doesn't have to know that our ultimate endgame is to get him. We're just like, hey, you know, Sand King seems a little OP right now, maybe you should nerf him. Gets nerfed, Gabe cracks, reveals the location, get Ice Frog, fix Reborn.
Yeah. Or you not even nerf him, remove him from the game.
Oh, delete Sand King, okay.
Now we're
uh-oh, Skin. Drop down a little bit, mind control starts giving the old anchor doodle-doo. Boop boop. Keeps on poking and prodding. More spectators trickling back in.
Yeah.
So they are running this dual lane. They really love this coddle aggression early on.
One of the cool things, the Chakra did get a nice little buff with the cooldown reduction on the spell that you cast next, so you can get a very low cooldown on the overwhelming odds.
Oh man, those punches! Beautiful body block by Jonas from Fun. The Rage Decay, not enough to get the kill.
Value salve.
Oh,
well, not so much value. You didn't get much heal out of it, but it was enough to save his life.
Well, it does have to blow it early, so much for the aggressive tri-lane. Or dual lane. Now it is the ultra scared defensive dual lane.
He just salved up. I don't think he needed to. He's sitting on 260 HP after a double decay. He could have just tangoed to full HP, probably.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's
the Lumi value tango.
The Lumi tango.
But getting decayed is good for your health. Well, your health regen.
I still maintain my favorite Lumi-ism is, it's good to lose a late of Rax because the creeps will be closer to your base, so it's easier to farm. So you want to lose Rax. Losing Rax increases your chance of winning the game. Okay, that's maybe not quite painting it fairly, but...
You're not doing injustice here.
No. Culling Blade still doesn't have a mini stun, though.
Yeah.
Just one of the many things we all hate about Reborn.
Jonas, sitting around mid, I guess he was going for a Courier Snipe. He might actually find the Courier... he's being pinged out. He's being spotted, so it won't be... That's a really unexpected rotation from like a hero like a Legion to go for a Courier Snipe. But it is possible. 320 base move speed gives you the ability to find that Courier, but will now be upgraded to a flying one. And he's going to swing to the jungle, it looks like. Or at least it looks like he's...
The jungle commander, no?
Yeah.
Steel Kid will be the jungler.
He's the walkabout commander.
Well, while he's busy walking about, Matumba Man's busy pushing in the top lane. Creeps are quickly getting killed off, so missing a lot of experience here. But, in good news, Era is just crushing this bottom lane. 12 denies, still mind control. Able to lurk around in experience range, getting a surprising amount, all things considered. You see Fada mid doing pretty well, 17 and 6, even versus the Veno. Not explosive, but also not getting completely shut down. See Limp with the 1-1-3 build. So just making sure that his wards are as devastating as possible early on. Limp's name is a misnomer. He's the one just strutting around. It's the TA who's limping everywhere. Unable to really move quickly.
Oh yeah, and even against the TA, I know some people like it's maybe more fun to go for like the Gale and Poison Sting level up, but this is the build to go.
That Orb of Venom, the value orb, snowballs there. First blood going the way of the Jungs and Kuroki. Just kind of, yeah, I'm here. I was a part of that kill, I swear. That's scary when you have 17 denies in your safe lane and Tusk still solo kills the support gods.
Yeah.
Game
so
was
level
hard.
4.5 Tusk now with a lot of money to his name. Has found a hasted Veno and no mana for a TP, so they will get a return kill.
Buys the bottle. Well, doesn't lose really any gold. Well, lost 10 gold there. So
it felt like he wanted to go for Arcane Boots, but because he was about to die, bought the bottle. Potentially, I don't know if that's like a I don't know if you'd make that change because you're going to lose money from dying. Like, okay, instead of Arcane Boots, I'll now get a bottle. But quite possible.
It's 29-7 on your Ember Spirit, also having a free farm lane top. You know, some fun left alone, and it seems like the lane gets easier as he's left alone because the Undying decides to leave. So as Kuroki leaves, the top lane opens up a bit, and your jungle of the light doing his thing here.
And Vato also spending a lot more time in the jungle than lane. I think just recognizing that he can't really lane too well against the Venomancer. Even with refraction bonus damage, if you kind of time the ward attacks at the same time, you can deny a lot of the TA's farm.
So what is the... We don't see Veno very much.
My fire is quenched.
Maybe getting pursued out. Era trying to body block Kuroki as well. Has the level 1 tombstone. Decay gets popped. Juking. Does he want to commit this? The shards come out again. Kuroki hanging on to it. Just not going to bother with the tombstone. We'll end up going down. Now Limp looking for additional whiffs the Gale. Could have been enough for the kill there. Okay.
So let's talk Venomancer.
Venomancer. Explain this hero's role to me.
It keeps it's kind of like a counter hero in some ways. Like not so much just like, oh, it's a TA counter, but it forces the mid heroes to like stay mid, prevent their tower from going down. If you ever want to leave the lane, go for early rotations, you're getting your tower pressured. And you can't do anything to the Venomancer. He just sits there being a pest. You can't really kill him as a mid hero, even with support rotations. You've got great scouting information from the Plague Wards. It's just a very static passive hero that farms mid. It's kind of like a Zeus with less burst damage and firepower.
As far as itemization, is this like your Ags Rush Venomancer, high damage output? Oh, Era trapped up bottom, has the ultimate, but very low on the mana pool. Will be burnt down by Matumba. Gets a little bit of revenge for game 1, but a long way to go to grab this one. So yeah, is he like the damage dealer? Do you get an arcane mech? What's the Veno build nowadays?
We'll see an Ags. Might stop off at a Midas as his first item pickup, so go like a Midas Ag Scepter build, but the Blink Dagger is the other item, which you can consider before Ags completes, is getting a fast blink, but I don't see any way you go for a utility Venomancer this game. I just don't think you really get enough out of that. You kind of turn into a support Venomancer, and you've already got a Lean and a Coddle for that. The Coddle's such a good farmer that if you want to mech for the team, let Silkid farm it.
That Radiant lane, we're not going to be much help when they come from behind. Era, Snowball. He's hanging onto his mana pool now. A deep dive back to his tower will allow him to retreat successfully. So we see Matumba kind of playing the aggressive style on the gyrocopter where he moves around a lot early. Freeing up that top lane, but nobody's taking it. Fada's in the woods as well, leaving just a free farm for the Legion Commander. And now the mid tower will go down, but a beautiful deny by Jerex. Some much needed gold denied here to NiP.
Yeah, so step 1 was win your lane as Venom. Step 2, push your tower, which unfortunately he only kind of half completes with the deny. And from here, he doesn't. If you try and push the tier 2 tower, you put yourself in a really easy to gank position. So he will swing to the side lanes and somewhat push with his teammates now, and go for the side lane tier 1 towers.
Matumba trying to find those stacks in the Radiant jungle. Finds one that he can just take down on his own. Nice double stack here. Maybe better it's not a triple or a quad, because I'm not sure he could finish one. And we'll now ball back to the other Remnant. Looks to clean that up as well. But it's NiP's turn to rotate tops. They've already taken the mid tower gods, now they're going for top, and the Jung's not getting any towers. They're trying to pressure Era bottom. Already committed the Walrus Punch. Traps there. He has stick charges. Has the ball lightning. Trying to bait this one perfectly. And will end up just jumping back. But Matumba waiting with the Remnant. Where are you going? Lightning Man.
Even saved his mana for not using Searing Chains there. Just very efficient play coming out from Matumba.
So, but they've got a second tower already.
The tier 1 mid, a big pickup, I think. And even though it got denied, didn't matter. The tier 1 top, not the biggest deal. They do want to try and defend this tier 2, I'd say, although...
Do they go bottom? They have the glyph, or do they just... Let's see. That looks like they want to go tier 2.
They've got numbers headed up there. They're going to, TP up the Tusk as well, so they are looking to mount a defense up here.
There is no ultimate yet for the Wyvern, trying to slow Yonasan Fawn down as he retreats out. The shards come through. Need a little bit of help here from Limp. Has the Poison Nova ready in case they dive, and they would have been going directly into an Illuminate. That would have almost certainly been 2 heroes dead. So a wise retreat there by the Jungs, but unable to take the bottom tower, so still down sacrifice. 2 for nothing.
Yeah, you defend the top tier 2, you means you're not getting the bottom tier 1, unless Era for some reason doesn't come back, but he's, of course, wants to come back, stop the push, get some more farm for himself, so overall NiP getting a lot out of this.
Chains jump forward, Matumba Seal Kid down with Gandalf, and he will slowly jaunt away to that spirit. Very
patient play.
Very, very slow spirit, but eventually makes it where it needs to go. Now the Tombstone deployed. Handskin also going to get dropped here. It's a triple grab for the Jungs in the mid lane. And it may transition nicely into a tower push as well.
Wow, that was a lot of kills. The Tusk for them has just been such a big playmaker. And getting the first blood in his lane, that rotation top didn't kill the Legion Commander, but it looked like if he had just that one extra hero backing him up, he would have gone in for the kill. And it was very much, okay, NiP kind of have the positional advantage, and they've got at least like a good frontliner in the Venomancer who he didn't want to run into. Otherwise, he could have found more action, more kills. But he's been in 6 of the 7 kills so far. Mind control, looking for that 8th kill here, bottom on Era, but they haven't really got the control for it.
They do zone these 2 heroes mid a bit.
Well, they're going for it.
Hiroki doesn't have the tombstone though. Oh, it's very dangerous, and yeah, they do commit. Meanwhile, killing off the Storm Spirit. Tower denied mid, so both mid towers denied by each team respectively. As we see the Midas now completed on Limp. So good call there, Gods. He is going to play more of a farming role after the early mid start. They lose their Storm.
That's a really big kill. That's Era's 3rd death. He's farming decently as far as CS goes, but 3 deaths and just a 2-hero kill. He sees the snowball coming. He balls backwards thinking, oh, it's probably just a tusk, but Ember rocks up and has a Revenant as well to chase him down after the ball lightning. So largely because of the ball lightning nerfs does that kill happen.
Well, I should really just go
follow mind control.
Exclusively follow mind control.
8 of 9 kills now, and
2 missed kills, both of them just Tusk running around killing things. He's getting the job done right now for the JuNGz. 4, 1, and 4. He's been an 8. They did get an aggressive ward up here in NiP, but have yet to use it really. We'll see Fada. Not the easiest gank though. Up to 1900 gold. Yet to see if he wants that Desolator Rush, or maybe even into a quick Blink Dagger. Still the leader in net worth is Matumba Man at 6,100, well ahead of the Veno with a Midas, well ahead of the TA. 3, 0, and 3.
Yep. And we'll see Matumba Man so confident pressing out this bottom lane. There isn't really a good way to catch and bring him down. No Blink Dagger on Legion Command. It looks like it will be a Blade Mail first, and all that there is the Storm Ball Lightning pull. But even that, a level 1 pull just with a 1-second duration doesn't really cut it.
We continue to try and pressure the top lane. 4 heroes congregate. NiP, it's a slow siege for them, and in the trees is Jerax. Currently no vision of him. Let's see if he finds a good Winter's Curse. Rotating over is Kuroki, has cracked level 6, does skill up the ultimate. And now the pings come out. Looks like they wanted to take this fight, should NiP stick around.
I don't think so. Their 5-man's worked so far because 5JuNGz just are not quite ready to group. They want to get Undying like level 7, so he's got max Tombstone, but once they have max Tombstone, a Tusk who's level 8 with max Ice Shards, they're going to demolish these fights, and this does not look good for NiP.
Oh, that Shard's actually helping Sealkit. Almost out, traps him in the trees, able to get there with the snowball. They'll bring him down. Limp's going to be the additional kill, so 2 heroes quickly clean up, and now Hanskin burning down. He'll immolate. NiP, 3 heroes decimated here in the top lane. They're stuck around too long.
They're food for Matumba Man. Not even just Matumba Man, for Kuro's Undying, for TA who's rushed a Blink Dagger, in fact. So we're going to see Blink Meld Strikes coming out, which do a ton of damage. It's looking really ugly for NiP here in this early game.
12-2, and remember, NiP could have very easily lost game 1. This could potentially be the game that would have knocked them out to the lower bracket, but fortunately they do lead 1-0 in the best of 3. Not a best of 5, just pretend that doesn't exist. We'll see Fada, Invis, roaming about. They have vision of Yonasom Fan. Let's see, do they want to make their move on him? Mind control in position, he's been the ringleader. And he gets ready to engage, about to be revealed here. No, instead goes for Hanskin. Walrus Punch almost solo killing Hanskin off the bat. The Tombstone gets dropped. He's in a terrible position. Trapped by the Shard, decayed, and poked by the zombies. They will finish off the Tombstone. Much easier to take down, it felt like there.
They TP'd in the Storm as well, which was where 5JuNGz couldn't continue and look for more. If the Storm stayed bottom, they probably keep fighting, look for the kill on Legion Command. And also the Tomb wouldn't have died if not for the Storm TP.
It seems like that new Tomb is like easier to kill at this stage. How many attacks does it take?
7?
7.
So if you've got numbers, absolutely. And like Storm with treads.
What was the I forget, the health was like, what was it before?
800.
And it had armor, right?
It had some armor.
And it was building type as well.
I
think.
Something like that.
It definitely seemed easier to kill there, that's for damn sure. Seal Kid, though, will meet the Reaper as Matumba Man again finds another pick-off, and yeah, just walks away.
And this is the stage of the game where Matumba Man will just go around finding kills, and Fata actually will prioritize farming more. Kind of what we saw when Fata was on Razor in the Nanyang finals, and
Arrow with the ball in, committing on to Kuroki here, does have a decay, has a Tombstone available, pops the stick, gonna go down again. Arrow does commit his whole mana pool for that, though maybe Mind Control wants to go in. He's thinking about it, he's gonna lead with a TA Blink Assassination! quickly deleted. It's Matumbaman who again just Johnson for the last hit. 8,100 net worth. I love the confidence from the Jungs here, God. They lose with the Ember last game. It felt like there were a couple of misplays by Matumbaman late game that ultimately did cost them. And they say, you know what? He's still an amazing Ember player. This is still our hero. We're going right back to the well first phase. And he's right back to dominating again.
Yeah. He made a few misplays which just straight up cost him the game, him getting caught without buyback. But it's very much that misplays which he can learn from and improve upon. So he completes a 16-minute Battle Fury Treads Aquila. This is just insane farm out of Ember. He may just kill up Jonas here if he really wants to.
Has no Flame Guard, but is coming off cooldown very soon.
Yeah. And Jonas going for the Blade Mail first. Kind of similar to what we saw with the Axe, where it's Vanguard, then Blink. It's a much later Blink Dagger as a result, but prioritizing these more survivability items, which is... there's a lot of value in doing against Ember. If you go for a Blink Rush, you're very fragile to potential combos coming out from the Searing Chain, Slider Fist, and then a follow-up with Flame Guard and Fire Remnants.
The Matumbaman clearing out his own jungle. We'll see KuroKy and JuNGz more aggressively postured. Level 9 Wyvern, man, he's had a great game so far. Even with his own Tusk, who's been just out of control. 5-1 and 7. JuNGz finding all kinds of levels here. Now trying to get in range just for a single Arctic burn. Trap comes out, Era, trying to play it safe, balls deep away, and will TP out as well. Steel Kid also on the retreat, Chains.
He's recalled in the Venom!
Oh no! What the hell am I doing here? Pops the Poison Nova, tries desperately to hang on, gets slaughtered! Gandalf, please!
He was TPing out while recalling.
And he like just came in time.
Like he's recalling, then he's like, crap.
Was he trying to bring him back to the fountain?
Yeah. Well, the Venom was... I don't know where the Venom was, but it wasn't top. It was like mid or bottom somewhere.
The Venom was safe, and he had full health and mana.
I think he's bottom. There's Plague Wards down bottom. So I think he realized it was a bad recall and was like, crap, I can't cancel it. Let's TP home. So he recalls to the fountain. He just didn't TP fast enough. I think it was like his, oh shit, sudden like realization where he just rushed to TP. Oh dear. Unfortunate.
Well, unfortunate, and also gets this game dangerously close to the...
Yeah.
I'll call it the dream. There's a dual top lane. Matumbaman, if he gives up this kill, the dream will die. No, jumps away. Mind control now. Maybe gonna go on Era, who has been forced into an Orchid build, gods. We're not seeing that Bloodstone from last game. So his ability to just come back a little bit reduced here. But trades that for some more mid-game presence. And they are going to now rotate into the Roche Pit. Fada, no Deso. Just the TP scroll delivered. Slowly working on this with the Sigil at his side, making it easier. Ember Spirit also going to rotate in, and they see two in the jungle. They see Era low. So the Jungs, they realize this is a very safe Roche.
Yeah. And not the fastest without the Deso, but they've easily got the Sustain, Meld, Refraction, and Cold Embrace, all great Roshing tools, and we'll see them finish this off in pretty good time here. And we'll allow them to probably start sieging these outer towers. The tier 2s, I doubt, will stand for long.
Oh, Matumbaman, he could have gone for that. Could have easily killed off Era, playing it safe.
If he Remnants forward again, it was his last Remnant, so he wouldn't have had a Remnant.
Could have just chased and Sleight of Fisted.
Yeah.
There's no mana on Storm. Maybe could have had, just now has a Ball Lightning. Well, playing it safe, doesn't really care. I'll take your creeps, I'll zone you back. I've already got my next Perseverance. Lincoln Sphere or Battle Fury number 2.
Yeah, I think...
Well underway.
I've never seen him go double Battle Fury. I think much more likely to be the Lincolns to prevent the Blink Duel from Legion Commander. Especially against a team with no good long-range way of cancelling a Lincoln Sphere. Mana Leak, not the longest of cast range, and Coddle just not a frontline hero. Oh, caught Lim trying to TP out top.
Mind control again. The beast in the front. Committed everything for this Ember Spirit, joining the fray. Panic, Poison Nova, ain't gonna matter. Smacked down by Fada and Matumba, and meanwhile in the mid lane, KuroKy in trouble, but the Cold Embrace of JuNGz will keep him alive, forcing Era back, who just still does not have the Orchid at 20 minutes. And he's their most farmed hero. This is the disaster start for NiP. Now 3-18 your score. There has not really been any positive energy for this team in some time.
Yeah, they're pressuring towers is all they've really done with the Venomancer pick, and that's what you'd expect. And Storm's just been trying to farm and catch up after a abysmal laning stage. And there's no I mean, there's some signs towards the Legion blink halfway there, but it doesn't feel like it's coming quick enough to offer NiP catch up which they need now. They don't want to fight regardless. There's a TA with an Aegis, and I would normally guess a Desolator, but he hasn't bought it, and he has got the money to pick it up. It's 3,500, so surprising to see Fata not spend his money yet.
How do they get Jonas some fun in this game, guys? Because he's got a blade mail. He has not gotten a kill yet. No duels. He's been a total non-factor. 0, 1, and 0.
SmokeGuns, I think. Him and Lina just smoke around and use the Lina nuke damage to combo with the Jewel. It's hard to guarantee you'll get that Jewel off, though, is a problem. Like, you smoke, it pops, and if you find someone like a TA, they blink away, and Ember Remnant's away. Tusk has a blink as well. So there's not many heroes you can find if you do smoke gank that can guarantee kill. I think the Storm has to smoke up as well, so you've got the Ball Vortex to initiate in with, and if you combo those together, you can find kills, you can find Jewel damage, and also just slow down the 5JuNGz pressure. So I think smokes have to come into play. Have not seen NiP use a single smoke this game, which is, to me, very surprising.
I think they used one. Oh, mean. Era. Yeah, oh, there used to be a Storm there. Nice played, Maliona, some fun. Not gonna stop the Jungs from chasing in, though. TA just bashing her way right through that Legion Commander's armor. And elsewhere in the mid lane, Matumba Man, yeah, just solo killing Lamp. Pops the Poison Nova. No, can't quite get the job done. In fact, forced to Remnant back. Laguna Blade only tickles him. And he will retreat out in the end. By the way, gods, I do want to mention, it feels so fitting that a pipe is being built here, because guess who's coming today? Winter. The biggest fan of the pipe in the history of Dota. Oh. He's en route to the BTS house, should be touching down momentarily.
Yep.
He'll be joining us to cast over the next month as we bring you guys the online qualifiers. Oh, so appropriate that a pipe is actually being built this game.
Yep.
This is like a forgotten item, man. It has to be like top 5 least built items in competitive Dota, if not the least built of all.
Rod of Atos.
Actually, if Nahaz is still watching, Nahaz, I would love to know, what is the least built item right now in Dota 2?
Rod of Atos, I'd say, is top 2.
Yeah, Rod of Atos.
I mean, it depends on your criteria. Like stuff like, I mean, Moonshard actually gets bought probably more than Rod of Atos.
No, Moonshard's is definitely more. Dagon's pretty infrequently built nowadays as well.
Yeah.
No Tinkers anymore. Oh, Plague Wards. Karaoke with the #1 least built. Thank you, Statsman Rob. Got Statsman Rob on the case, our producer. Tied with Veil. Yeah, we don't see much Sand King right now, so I guess we're not seeing much Veil either. As they initiate onto Era, top lane, and dead. Killed by the offlaner in a. I would say support Wyvern, but he's level 12. This guy's out of control. He is 5th highest level in the game, and tied with the Storm, the highest level hero on all of NiP as a support Wyvern. Where has he been getting the experience from? He's only been on 2 kills. Just farming, I guess.
He's had a lot of time, 66 CS, a lot of time spent just in lanes farming, using that Splinter Blast.
What a life. Glimmer Cape picked up 1600 gold, pipe completed. Beautiful stuff.
The Aegis, they only got 1 tier 2 tower, but they got a lot of kills, they're controlling the map, and just, I mean, farming Aegis this early on, not a big deal, so.
They are bringing Fada in bottom lane. Hanskin with the haste rune. Nice haste, but not fast enough to escape the wrath of the TA Legion Commander, just TPing out in the trees, watching her die. This is feeling beyond helpless. Now Limp scurries back towards the tower. Seal Kid, I don't know how he holds this. Even runs back in for a Gale, and fortunately for him, Chain's not going to connect there.
You've got your wish, LD. We've made it.
What?
Dinkville.
Oh, we are. Population 322. I mean, it's only fitting after that recall, right?
Yeah.
They were already in a lot of trouble before that happened, but that just feels so poetic.
This Venomid has been a non-factor, really. Hey, he's slowed down the aggression where it's like he'll die, drop a poison over, and force 5JuNGz back. But it's only been, like, to me, the Venom has stopped the tier 2 towers going down, but it could be a different hero which would have offered a lot more as well. So.
By the way, Winter is at the airport. Is somebody going to pick him up? Does he have one more flight here? Does he just...
You tell me.
Our driver is currently chilling at the house. Since this game is looking a little one-sided, won't have a...
Not asking me, but...
So,
it's only been about once this match.
we've got K-pop a little jealous of Nahaz, storms down from the upstairs. I didn't realize you were watching. I didn't realize you were awake, Brian. Chill.
I was on it.
Statsman Rob beat you anyway. You have no power here. 20,000 gold and experience. Like, this is just such a dominant showing by the Jungs.
Yeah, and everything.
Do you ban Ember first phase after this game, Gods? I mean, is that the necessary move here?
Unless you want to first pick it. That was the Vega kind of. Vega was like, if we have first pick, we'll first pick Ember. If not, we ban it out. There's a lot of heroes which are problem heroes. For Vega, they prioritize banning Beastmaster, but doesn't seem NiP have problems with the Beastmaster, so I feel like Ember, why not? Even looking at game 1, Ember was the big problem for them.
Welcome to Zombie Town. That TA blink out even through the storm pole. The refraction.
That's an interesting buyback from Legion.
So sweet. Buybacks to run in and overwhelming odds. And then thinks better of it, we'll retreat.
Well, from here, it's kind of where will NiP find their opportunities back in the game? And it's to me, the only time it comes is from the high ground defense. They've got Arrow with an Orchid, so he can look around for some solo kills. But even if he finds someone like Tusk, I think
is this going to be a dieback? Giving us some fun? Sprinting away? No, Handskin's going to take the bullet! Secret Service agent that he is. But it will cost him another death. Yep. You know, some fun. Just kind of watching, and Ember's the one jumping in on him. No punishment at all for this aggression. No way to jump him. And meanwhile, top lane...
He can't kill him.
Era trying to fight mind control here. He's not going to win this fight. It looks like there's still a pipe available, which mind control is not even activated. Might be something he's hanging on to. Now gets silenced up. Will activate the pipe. Has the stick charges. This overload damage not coming in. He's going to be able to re-engage on the Era. May kill him. Solo shards. Oh, not connecting. Snowball has the punch. Blinks forward. Oh, he pops. I think the pipe just wore off.
And he missed the shots too.
Oh, jeez. Unfortunate. Going for the plays.
I mean, you're this far ahead. You go for that kill if you're mind control. It's definitely okay. Maybe you shouldn't have, but hey, you definitely like everything's been going his way. He's riding the momentum train, and he's thinking like, if I kill this storm, it's just the nail in the coffin.
And he doesn't have Bloodstone anyway, so. Oh, hey, a smoke.
All right.
Well, is this the first? I think they used one earlier when they got this ward down. Oh no, that was just when they were occupying the jungle. Yeah, you're right. I don't think they... This may be the first smoke of the game for NiP. Trying to jump on the Jerax. They will find him. Has the Glimmer Cape available. Didn't get it off in time. No, quickly, duel. We have a winner. 14 damage. And the 3 HP Laguna Blade just to ensure they get the kill. Fada rejoining the fight though, happy to get active here. And now the setup is quick cleanup, but Tumbaman balling in, chaining, Seal Kit finishes him off. It's a triple, and oh baby, it's gonna be a team wipe if they're not careful. It will be an Ultra for Matumba, slashing his way through the entire squad. Gets the Ultra kill in the end. 30-6. I have not seen a spanking this bad in ages.
Oh yeah, tier 2 tower. Quick to fall, and I mean the smoke got them a couple of kills. If they'd done this earlier, I feel like they could have found kills and just backed off, and even just finding like two trades when you're really far behind works to your advantage. They've just got to a point where Fata with a Blink Deso, Ember with Battle Fury Lincolns can chase down anything and get these big team wipes, even with a 3v5 scenario. So to me, these smokes had to be used much earlier from the Swedish squad.
Also just feels like they need a blink on the Legion. He just walks at you and you either kill him or you run away.
Yeah.
You never have to worry about this hero.
A bit surprised by the Shadow Blade build-up. He hasn't even got it still. We're 30 minutes in, he hasn't got a good initiation on him, and they've seen this Claymore, so they know something like a Shadow Blade's coming, and Gem has already been purchased from Wyvern, so you can deward the map, you can take control. It's going to be very hard from NiP from here on out.
Jerax just starts soloing Roche. That's like, dear God, if the Wyvern can solo Roche, NiP have really big issues, but only waiting for Fada to get in here. Now the Sigil will arrive, and this will be a quick, easy Roshan. So guys, they're going to get Aegis. They're going to be up 25,000 gold at 30 minutes. How do NiP hold? How do they hold?
They high ground defend for their dear lives, spamming illuminate overwhelming odds. They can definitely hold racks for some time. The question of how do they win, that's a question I don't have an answer for. But I can see them holding for
I was trying to trick into saying there
time.
was a way that they can win, and then I was going to flame you.
No.
You played that one perfectly.
I'm glad you worded that in such a way where it's not how do they win, because I don't think that question...
Oh no! Eric, not like this! Not like this! Exactly like that. Woo. And they're not done yet. They're also hunting for Handskin. Out comes the follow-up initiation from Matumbaman, and down Lena goes. Back to the well again. Somebody kill this man indeed. 13-0 and 9. I just don't see any way you can give him the Ember.
I'm surprised the teams still do, since like his showing in Nanyang. They're 100% win rate. It did lose game 1, but it was very much... It was partially the Ember the reason they lost the game, but not because of like the hero.
It's not
being
because of the hero. It's just yeah.
He made a bad call. He got picked off. It was just straight up. The hero was what was winning them the game and what should have won them the game. But I think it's almost become a must-ban hero with how well he does every single game and how well it fits the playstyle of 5JuNGz. It synergizes great with heroes like Beastmaster with the vision that Fata likes to play, and it's flexible. He can play the main hard carry for the team, or if they pick Fata or Razor, he can play more of the secondary carry, the tempo controller, while Fata spends a lot more time farming.
Yeah, some fun. Thinking about a TP out, but on the hunt is Matumba chained, and now we'll purge it. Quickly TPs. Does play it correctly and makes it out. A lot of players there may have just tried for the insta-TP and gotten punished, but nice patient play from him.
Yeah.
Still though, his big plays are barely skating back to safety.
It's kind of
Ember's big plays are ultra kills.
It's kind of a coin flip there, because Matumbaman can either use the slight searing chains, expecting him to be TPing, or he can just slight for vision, and then if he's not TPing, he just holds onto the searing chain. So it's like a 50-50 whether he lives or dies.
And now they find the storm. Can he ball lightning out? He silences mind control. Well handled by Era again. NiP. Oh, close call. Didn't have the vision uphill. Had the trap, but it was just out of vision.
I think this
Could
might
have been
be
devastating.
one of the first ever Aghanim Scepters on Tusk as well. We're seeing an Ags from mind control.
Oh. Talk to me about Walrus Kick. What's your assessment of this ability?
It's pretty terrible, but it's more lockdown, I guess.
It does 200 damage now.
Okay,
is that physical damage? I think it's physical, right?
Kicks sound physical, you know.
I mean, the punch is physical, so I'm going to assume the kick is as well.
Yeah, I don't know for sure. It's one of those things which doesn't get bought very often, and normally there's just, because Tusk is that kind of utility hero, you almost always have a better item available. I mean, in this case, he's gone for the pipe. He's already got a blink, so we're not going to see a Desolator with TA having a Desolator for pushing. So, yeah, why not?
It's kind of like a blink skewer almost, right? Like you just can like smack them back to your team.
It's a positioning tool, so you can.
Difference being you have to get a negatives. As they do engage on the Era in the mid lane, gets cursed as well. Can they focus him down here though? He's being healed up by Jonas and Fun. Finally, the Legion Commander does something, anything, but we'll pay for that. That one small thing that he did. Yeah, that's going to be another death and another kill. Matumbaman piles in the gold. 20k net worth, almost doubling up the enemy Veno, over doubling up the enemy Storm. Nothing like game number 1.
Yep. High ground we go. So they've got Aegis still in the Templar Assassin, so plenty of time to break through this tier 3 tower and racks, although the chip damage from these long-range nukes is still very annoying to deal with.
Hoping to get the stun on Matumba as the Sleight of Fist ends, but Hanskin unable to do it. They will crack the Aegis though.
Free Aegis.
Walrus Kick now activated.
They didn't commit anything apart from spammable spells, so well worth it.
Oh, meanwhile bottom. Era. TP's his way home.
Everyone just so farm. Your Wyvern has 9,000 net worth.
Yules and 2,000 gold banked. Oh my god.
We're looking at a...
He's 2.5 times the Lena's net worth.
It's a 30k gold lead. We're almost at that 1k gold advantage per minute mark.
And we're almost at 644, gods. Which means if we get there and the game isn't over, it could get weird. Yeah, at the same time, the Jung's not ending the game. Very patient here. Era working towards that Bloodstone now. Does have the Soul Booster completed. Fata is gonna... Oh, gotta be careful. Desolator, as well as the Daedalus online, BKB along with it. So can really go hard in the paint here. Should he find those openings? The Jungs starting to squeeze the map a bit, pressuring in bottom, waiting for the creeps to arrive mid, and flexing their muscles around the map.
They seem to know errors in these trees here. Fata.
I think they saw him with the lane ward, it looks like, and peekaboo.
He's low mana.
Over here? Oh, okay, great. Let me come find you.
He has no way out.
And you're over there.
So, still no Aegis, and it seems they don't care. They're going to chip away at least on this mid-high ground and start getting to work on finishing this game.
Start getting to work. It's like,
they're already there.
It's amazing that it's not over, actually. 36 minutes, 30,000 gold. I feel like this has to be building up to an amazing NiP comeback. Era gets like 10 bloodstone charges. NiP give up 10k gold in one fight off of a single buyback as the Jungs dive the fountain. It could happen, man. But I'm just right now seeing an Ember Spirit who's casually solo pushing the mid tower, brings it down, and while that was going on, they also lost the Keeper of the Light. Got picked off by the Tuscan dying, the zombie ice special, kicks the creep away. Reborn can't handle it, starts spamming red X's, and there's the chaos mounts. I'm looking forward to see more of this kick, though.
Yeah, so you can.
You're just speechless. You got nothing.
I'm reading the spell, like just to make sure I know how it works. So it's similar to the punch in that it slows their movement speed after you use it. Mm-hmm. He's actually left Walrus Punch at level 1. Is also really kind of curious to know. He's gone for stats instead. Walrus Punch is very much a value point. The damage stays the same at all levels. It's only the slow duration.
Kick.
Cooldown.
Snowball. Oh, kicks him to safety! Hanskin's gonna live! The debut is a disaster, the 3-2-2 Walrus kick. I am speechless. Even the players are least it seems. That's funny.
I guess he thought it was going to be a flash.
He thought it would be enough for the kill. Oh, great Winter's Curse. Jax says, I got this, guys. You're not going to throw this one as long as I have something to say about it. 4 heroes down. We'll buy back on the Venomancer. Does have the Poison Nova. Maybe enough to force the Jungs back. Although they do have the Pipe activated and available. Limp. Gale unable to connect there, though he does get off the ultimate, kicks him out of the base! Punch Limp into the danger zone, and down will go. That's a dieback on your Venomancer, and the GG is called. A little style here from Mind Control. As the Jungs even up the series, tie at 1-1, and probably are thinking to themselves, kicking themselves, it should have been a 2-0.
Yeah, that's definitely on their mind, but how convincingly they won this game is going to at least give them a good boost of confidence going into Game 3. Even though they probably think in their mind, probably not going to get an Ember Spirit for the 3rd game in a row, it still feels like overall 5JuNGz, especially their early game, their laning stage, their movement from their supports is always on point. If they need to protect the safe lane, like in Game 1 for a little bit, they do, but then as soon as they're freed up to start moving, rotating around, they're really good at that, so it still feels like overall 5JuNGz, especially their early game, their laning stage, their movement from their supports is always on point. If they need to protect the safe lane, like in Game 1 for a little bit, they do, but then as soon as they're freed up to start moving, rotating around, they're really good at that, so